We had to describe his babble visually to understand his word salad.
So our election and our policy was first and foremost, it was fight the tariffs, have a reaction. We had one of the strongest reactions.
Had a strong reaction. There's a medicine for that, but it didn't help.
Protect our workers.
Protect our workers? Right, with a 7% unemployment gift.
So there were many ways we were doing that, but one of the things is we were taking all of the tariff revenue, putting it back into workers.
What tariff revenue? What revenue? How much and where is it?
Helping workers retain their jobs, but also retrain.
Retain non-existing jobs, which AI is doing, and retrain them to do what?
Protect our communities against crime.
Great work. Stats say violent crime is up to its highest ever.
But the core, the core message was build. And it was to build in a positive way.
How did we get it so wrong, so negative? No wonder we're homeless until the liberals came along.
We need a positive agenda, and it matters how we build.
I guess we should have waited for Brookfield to show us how. After all, Brookfield acquired the Modulaire Group, which just happens to be a global leader in modular space solutions, for a mere $5 billion. No conflict there, it just peanuts. That's while we were in outer space, I guess. While we're guessing, could you guess who holds millions of shares in Brookfield? Good thing there's no convict there yet. Sorry. I meant conflict there.
And I'll just leave you with a couple of core messages that ground our approach in the election, but very much in governing.
Wouldn't it be better to just leave with that rotten core and save the messages for another century?
First and foremost, we can give ourselves more than any foreign government can take away.
No need to worry about other governments. We have our own group who will take care of that. We have the protection of the fox in the hen house, liberals, lawyers, and bankers. We're safe. Are we not?
So our ability to have one Canadian economy, we have a bunch of internal trade barriers, we're removing all of those. Our ability to build for the future new trade corridors.
Our team, Canada, didn't have much luck making a deal with our closest neighbor, or anyone else for that matter. It was so much easier to do it within our own country. We can now trade a few trinkets among ourselves. That should skyrocket our GDP. Now we can trade fish with wheat and lumber amongst ourselves. 3 economies within our own country. Isn't that wonderful?
Clean energy, artificial intelligence, diversify with partners. All of that is much greater than what could be taken away, even in the worst tariff scenario. So you have a positive element to that. The second thing that we emphasize is how we build. So we build as a nation. We build first and foremost thinking about workers. So the message to Canadians has been, we are going to create not hundreds of thousands of jobs, but hundreds of thousands of careers in the skilled trades and other skilled areas, and setting up in parallel with major projects and investments, apprenticeships, skilled training, so that Canadians are ready to take advantage of that. Last point, we have historic issues that are current issues in terms of reconciliation with Indigenous Canadians, Indigenous peoples, and the nature of the major investments we're doing is that there will always be Indigenous participation in the equity, in the ownership, in the building. So it's a progressive element, thinking back into workers and being inclusive with all groups and societies with a core positive message on build. People want and deserve that positive agenda. So it's not engaging on the turf of the more negative agenda, but focusing on the positive.